Now, we have to remember that as these scandals about data leakage and as people start to question the viability and the necessity of a police state, of a surveillance state that has been put in place in the wake of 9/11, we have to realize that one of the ways that the government is likely to strike back on this is to have some massive false flag attack. And that's why it's imperative for you to get the word out to your friends and family. Get them to understand how many times not only our government, but other governments have been involved in false flag attacks to manipulate the public, to get them enslaved out of fear to things that they would never otherwise accept. And we just saw this happen in Egypt. Egyptian politicians were caught on live television hatching a false flag plot to sabotage an Ethiopian dam. This is breaking out of Cairo. It says top Egyptian politicians were left red-faced after they were caught on live TV hatching plots to sabotage a dam in neighboring Ethiopia during talks with President Mohamed Morsi, leaving viewers stunned. Yeah, I bet they were. It was initially planned that the national meeting would be recorded and aired the next day, as is usually the case, but due to the importance of the topic, it was decided at the last minute to air the meeting live. And I forgot to inform the attendees about the changes, said the guy who let this go out. Well, that's great. But as I said before, this is where we need to get the word out. This is something that is not only done by the Egyptian government. We know from looking at past history, the government, we've got declassified documents showing that the government was planning to do this in Operation Northwoods in the 60s, exactly what happened with September 11th. And of course, if you're a watcher, you know all about September 11th. You know about the Oklahoma City bombings, and you know even about the Boston bombing at the Boston Marathon recently. Now, the Department of Homeland Security is teaching kids when they have their next big disaster or false flag to go to FEMA camps in times of crisis. They're actually handing out DVDs that have this acted out where the family, I guess Ward and June Cleaver, take Beaver to the FEMA camp. Not the America I grew up in. Public schools, in cooperation with the Department of Homeland Security, are now teaching kids safety measures and advising that they seek relief in FEMA camps in a time of crisis. But are these post-disaster relief camps or are they military internment camps, the article asks. Well, I got to tell you that when I taught my sons, we covered FEMA and homeschooling, but we didn't talk about going there. We talked about how to avoid going there. And one of the ways that you can avoid going there is to make sure that you have prepared in advance for your family. And one of the ways that you can do that is go to InfoWarsShop.com. We've got a lot of survival things there that you can use in your bug out bag, as well as things that you can use right now to make your life and your family's life safer and healthier. There's a lot of things that are being put in the food and the water supply that are questionable. In many cases, like GMO, we're not even allowed to know that the government is putting in these questionable products. And there's a lot of research, we believe, that makes it very clear that these things are harmful. So take control of your life and your family's life. Go to InfoWarsShop.com. It helps to fund our operation. We don't get our money through backdoor secret deals. We get it from engaging in good old-fashioned free market capitalism. You know where we get it, and it's a win-win situation. You get something that you can use for your family, and it helps to fund our operation. Well, that's it for tonight's news. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
I'm Darren McBreen, and these are some of the new items that are available now at InfoWarsShop.com.
Alert the public to Obama's blatant abuse of power with the new Obama t-shirt. Obama's Joker face on the front and come and take it on the back. It's time to publicly call him out for what he is, a tyrant. Defend the Second Amendment with our top seller Come and Take It t-shirts. And look at that, women's cut tank tops and t-shirts now available. Nice hat. Plus the Don't Tread on Me flag. And now you can become a micro distributor of the InfoWars magazine. Plus get your own copy delivered right to your door each and every month. And if you're tired like I am of you and your family being exposed to polluted drinking water, get the Pro One high-performance water filter. It gets rid of all pathogenic bacteria, cyst, fluoride, heavy metals, and numerous other contaminants.
So join the revolution at InfoWarsShop.com.